Hey guys, what's going on? It's JRB542 here, or James as I go by, and I had a request by Snake to kind of look through my game collection of some of the stuff that I've got. So, I'm starting out with the older stuff, which as you can see, this is kind of my Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo, get these out of here, kind of collection that I've got. Now, I'm 24, so I wasn't around during the heyday of Nintendo, of the original Nintendo, but I was around during the Super Nintendo. I remember those games definitely, and I really came into gaming around the PlayStation 1. That was when I got a lot of stuff. But yeah, this is kind of my collection that I've gotten. This, like I said, this is mostly a lot of my dad's stuff that I've got out of these games. Now, I definitely remember playing these a long time ago, and when I was a little kid back in daycare, like this game, Star Voyager. I remember playing this game at daycare, and nobody really liked it, but you know, I did. Road Blasters is another classic. Now, this wasn't the original one that we've had. I've rebought this since then, but it was a classic game. Of course, everybody's got this, and got Galaga. It's a great game. I've played that. Of course, you got Tetris, got Tecmo Bowl. Good game, Iron Sword. That's a great one. And of course, I've done Wizards and Warriors, which I've bought this. I bought that myself. Some other good classics. Of course, I've got Punch Out here, which is original. My dad bought that. And I've got some crappy games like Jaws, hard game like Double Dragon. This is one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I haven't played this game in a long time, but it was pretty hard. I've got Zelda 2, which is very hard to play. I think they say that's the hardest Zelda. And I've got Zelda 1 on Virtual Console on my Wii, which I'm thinking about setting up and messing with some of the games on there. Let's see. Top Gun, which kind of is a crappy game. That's the second mission. I think at one time we had both, but I do not see it. Of course, we got Kung Fu. That's a classic game. I got Track and Field. Yeah, this is Track and Field 2. I don't know who the heck Tony is, but this is Track and Field 2. You do not have to have the pad for this, which I don't have the pad. And so that kind of leads me for just talking Nintendo. Of course, I got my 2 controllers. I have a Game Genie, which is awesome. Go Galoob, and then I've got the Gray Blaster, which is awesome, or the Light Gun, what do you guys want to call it? And I got 2 Dust Jackets. I used to have, I think I've actually got some manuals still of stuff. Hold on, I'm looking over here. Let's see, I think these are old school manuals that I've got. I kind of keep these. Yeah, these are some of my manuals that I've held on to. That's World Class Track Meet. Oh man, I don't have that. This came with my dad's Nintendo that he bought back in the day. He bought the one that came with, yeah, look at this. This is awesome. But he got the one that came with the blaster, and he had to rob the robot too, which he said didn't work. He threw it away. A lot of this stuff, yeah, there's Days of Thunder. A lot of these are my Game Boy stuff that I've got. Yeah, there's Black Bass, Tecmo Bowl. I don't even think we have this anymore. This NASCAR game. It's Bill Elliott's NASCAR Challenge by Konami, which I'm looking in here. Yeah, I'm not seeing. There's Track and Field 2. Oh yeah, Perfect Fit. We don't have this game anymore. Definitely not. Vegas Dream. Might not have that one anymore. Yeah, there's Super Contra, which we had at one time, and I don't know why we don't. That's a great game. I know I've got it on Virtual Console. Magic Darts. Yeah, I used to play that game a lot. Of course, there's your classic. And then this is all Super Nintendo manual stuff. So there's a little Game Boy stuff. So yep, alright, well that's kind of a look at my Nintendo. Got the console right there. We can go ahead and move on to Super Nintendo while we're looking at the stuff. Now, as far as the accessories go, yeah, I've got the 2 controllers. I've got a Super Game Boy thingy. You know what I'm talking about? That lets you play your Game Boy games on the Super Nintendo. I've got one of those somewhere. I don't know. But I've got these guys for Super Nintendo. I've got the 2 Game Genie books, 16-bit Super. I've also got a Nintendo Power, and the reason I've got this, which this is my only Nintendo Power I've got. Yeah, this Star Fox comic. Super Mario Kart. Look at these cool stuff in here. Where? Gearworks. Oh, where is it? Oh yeah, here it is. So yeah, it's got a whole bunch of stuff about Jurassic Park for the Super Nintendo. Like it's got an island map of where everything is and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. It's also got like weapons breakdown, but it's got a map of the southern part of the game, which is really helpful during the first part. And it also has kind of like overhead views of the buildings in that area too. And it talks about some of the other stuff, which this is really helpful. Well, it was back in the day before we had internet, you know, as far as what to do for that. So yeah, and then I have got these two. And I've got the Super Genie, or the Super Nintendo Game Genie. I would guess it's the same place. I think I know where it is. I think it's tucked away, but it's in the same place where the Super Game Boy is. So I don't have a lot of Super Nintendo games. I definitely remember playing them though. But let's see. I've got, what is this? I got Terminator 2, which I bought that. Super Bowling, which is old school. Got Black Bass. That's definitely my dad's game. Got the original Mario Kart. Why are we not focusing? There we go, yeah, Super Mario Kart, which is a classic. Got this game, which some people say is the best Zelda game out there, behind, or right in front of Twilight, or not Twilight, no, Skyward Sword. Of course, I got Donkey Kong Country, great start, and then I've got Star Fox, which I've played. It's on my YouTube channel, and then I've got WrestleMania, the arcade. We used to have more Nintendo games, Super Nintendo games than these, but you know, he traded a bunch of them, so you know, it's whatever. And I don't, yeah, that's because I'm looking at other stuff. I don't, yeah, that's all we got now. We used to have more, but we see we got a whole bunch of manuals. Like, is Vegas Stakes over here? I might not have all my Super Nintendo games out here. I think I've got a stash of them somewhere else. Because I know we still have Vegas Stakes. Yep. Here we go. See, I knew we had some more. Yep. See, there's the other WrestleMania. I've got a box here. There's Contra 3. I like Jurassic Park. I got F-Zero. Yeah, old school F-Zero. Yeah, another gambling game. My dad liked to play those. There's Vegas Stakes, which is another gambling game, which I've actually kind of beaten. I've beaten it a few times. And, of course, Revolution X, which, you know, I like Aerosmith, and I had no idea it was such a crappy game. Or at least lauded by reviewers. So that's my Super Nintendo and Nintendo collection. Got a lot of cool stuff. So yeah, I want to do these two because these were kind of like the older games. You know, you've always got your dad's games that you hang on to. So this is definitely my collection. Some of it's my stuff, but most of it was my dad's that he got. And do a shot of those guys over there. And the light gun. So yeah. Next up, I'll be looking at my Sony stuff. So, alright, well, thanks for watching.